superheroes, icons. No. Superheroes, icons of many of your favorite cartoons and movies. I just want to begin by saying how happy I am for Horror Shorts Party. They're not just putting a lot of work in their videos. They put their hearts out into it. And that's why we all love them for that. You make great videos. You make amazing, brilliant cartoons for us to enjoy. Not just that. We all praise you for everything you've done so far. I'm proud of you. They recently uploaded a new short. The reason I brought up superheroes and icons was because this next short features one of the comedy's icons. And it makes me so proud that they're doing so much hard work. So I'm gonna flip the lights off and we can get started with the Dylan Kurosaki show. Alright, let's get it. Oh man, it feels good. It feels really, really good. Alright, let's do this. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Just taking my camera if it's recording. Alright. Horror Shorts Party, Bugs Bunny Horror Story.
The story happened about a decade ago when I was in my mid-20s.
Oh, I remember that guy!
I lived alone in a quiet residential
he's from the
area
Among
just
Us
outside
one.
the city of where the club district was.
Ooh.
Moving out of my parents' house and becoming independent
Nice
forced
Easter
me to
egg.
live a more mature lifestyle.
Why does that guy
settled
look
in
like
at a fairly
me?
young age. Considering the story occurred in the mid-2000s, finding a companion was a lot more difficult than today's modern day, as the lack of apps such as Tinder was non-existent at the time. I felt like I'd completely lost my social skills.
That's the Among
due to
Us
my
video.
odd obsession with gore videos. I'd been completely hooked with such content since my high school
Yeah, they
days,
did.
as the exhilarating thrill always satisfied my adrenaline junkie cravings.
Yeah, the
No matter
Among
how
Us
many females I would
thrill.
approach throughout
Everyone's
the
playing
months,
it.
It would always seem like they had a radar for my nervous demeanor and odd interests.
I feel bad for
I
him.
remember one Friday
He
shift,
deserves to
one of my
go.
coworkers recommended that I check out this local gentleman's club.
I
that
love
hosted
these Easter
very
eggs.
decent-looking girls. Bro, I don't want to go somewhere that's rated 2 stars. Well, if you ever want your engine running again, then you better take it for a test drive. In English, please? If you ever want to gain your confidence back, then it's best that you go out and meet hot chicks there. I guess, but I don't... Dude,
But in
don't
your horizons,
worry. You'll get
there's
your
a lot of
money's
fish
worth.
out there.
A couple hours later, the evening had finally settled in, and it was time to hit up that gentleman's club that my grandmother insisted I check out. I remember wisely taking a cab, just because I knew the state I was going to be in from all the drinks I planned on hammering down there. As I settled into the
Oh,
premises,
great.
I remember chugging at least several beers while casually surveying my surroundings. Or should I say, the array.
Oh, I'm so ready to ghost walking.
So
Good!
mesmerizing.
Jeez.
Okay. Must not simp. I can recall spending the remainder of the wad of cash I brought with me on the various dancers that caught my eye.
Okay.
Let's just say I got my money's worth, just as my coworker had predicted. I eventually headed out and remember trying to flag down a nearby taxi.
Well, at least that's good. That's good.
Sitting curbside by herself. I noticed she had a leg
Oh my
brace
gosh.
with crutches right next to her,
The pogo.
which gave me the idea to pursue a conversation and possibly pick her up. I guess having an injured leg doesn't stop you from partying, does it?
Not at all. Especially when I get to spontaneously meet guys like you.
Oh, what's your name?
You can call me Bunny. That's what my friends call me.
Okay,
Bunny.
Do you
That's
wanna...
a cute name.
Please?
You can call me Zaddy. I mean Bob.
Okay, Bob. Are you looking for a good time?
Hell yeah, girl.
Oh!
You should come over to my house.
Oh yeah. I will show you why
Lord.
my ex used to call me the Punisher. That's when I blink, only to find
Okay!
a cab on the way to
Okay.
Bunny's house. The car ride was quite the faint memory, as my vision wasn't so vivid from the amount of drinks I had consumed at the bar.
Yeah, because it was
I recall
drinking.
getting out
That's
of
what
the
I'm assuming
cab
to
and
drink
observing
a
the
lot.
rather odd appearance of the Bunny's home.
I know it's
Noticed
this
right off
though.
the
This
bat
looks
that the
kind
house
of.
was in a secluded area where the forest preserve was. I found
Is
it
that
quite
the
sketchy that the
Simpsons
windows were
house?
boarded up, almost like it was an abandoned
Wait,
house
is that Lisa
in the middle of
Simpson?
nowhere.
I'm
As
not
I made my way
sure.
inside, I could recall the house having an unpleasant stench, almost like the house hadn't been cleaned in weeks, or months for that matter. I remember finding myself laying on the bed of what I assumed was the Bunny's bedroom. Compared to the rest of the house,
I
the
don't
bedroom
trust
looked
this
pretty
like at
well kept.
all.
So if anything was to go down between us, it would make me feel more comfortable, to say the least. That's when
There's
I noticed
something
the bunny
uneasy about
holding a
this.
large Bugs Bunny mask while looking at me with an unpropitious smile. Almost
That's
like
Bugs
it was
Bunny!
intentionally trying to creep me out.
Meet Bunny.
Wait, what?
I said, meet Bunny.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
Oh God!
Don't be scared, Bunny.
Yeah!
It's just a mask.
Okay.
Here,
Whoa!
why don't you take a
With
nap
that grin of
and
yours,
take a nap?
it's even more creepy.
I remember closing my eyes and slowly beginning to fade into the realm of darkness, as my intoxicated state had completely shunned my vision.
That's not good.
This is when the story gets a little more disturbing. I miraculously
Oh,
awakened from
okay.
my so-called
Okay,
power nap,
let's see what
only
happens.
to hear the bunny humming an unsettling melody in the washroom. I also noticed a blinking red dot.
That's never
sitting in
good.
front of me.
That's never good.
As my eyes slowly began to adjust, I realized that it was a camcorder.
Why is there a camera?
Recording
Why
me while I was
was
passing
it
out
filming
the
all
entire
that?
time. I also noticed the bunny's crutches
That's
were on the floor, right next to
weird.
the entrance of the washroom. I found it was quite strange that she had completely abandoned the crutches due to the
That
fact
sounds like my
she
heart
was
right
able
now.
walking the entire time. As I approached the washroom, I could see the bunny effortlessly standing in front of the mirror without the leg brace, wearing the same Bugs Bunny mask she had showcased earlier.
I knew it. That's why I didn't
She
trust
also
it
held a
at
huge
first.
sledgehammer close to her face, while creepily gazing into the mirror as if she was admiring her attire. I cautiously made my way outside of the bedroom while making sure I grabbed the camcorder that was just recording.
One! That was smart!
As I made my way out the
One!
front door, I couldn't
Run!
follow with my shoes, as I felt every second was crucial.
Run for your life, my bro.
Eventually caught a cab and successfully made it home, miraculously alive and unscathed. I decided to open the
Where's the camera
camcorder
that he
and
had?
recent footage recorded. I could see myself laying on the bed, passed out drunk, while the bunny was most likely.
That is
watching
really
me.
smart. That is really
As I
smart.
explored more of the footage,
You
of the
were so smart.
camcorder, I began
You were
to
so
notice
smart.
a similar pattern with several other males being secretly recorded in their sleep. What makes the story more disturbing was the
Oh.
bullet I dodged by leaving the house. I remember seeing the bunny
Yeah.
approach each male in a
That
similar
was
fashion,
smart.
while holding the same sledgehammer and wearing the same
What's he
Bugs
doing?
Bunny mask I had seen her wear in our encounter.
Yeah,
What she did
but
next
what's
to
he
these men
doing?
was something that made me no longer interested in gore videos, as I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy.
Oh! 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 Oh, Lord! When I get scared, guys, I don't know what happens to my voice, but it gets extremely high. It gets extremely high. That's the thing about me. Yeah, but great short. I enjoy that. Alright. Let's do this one next. Horror Shorts Party. True arcade horror story.
The story
Narrated by
is told in a
Terrace
female
Nicholson.
perspective. It happened
Yes!
to me when I was around 15 years old. I would always love going to this arcade that was located close to
Yes!
my
My
house.
favorite.
The arcade was always open till late, so it was usually packed to full capacity. My parents didn't mind if I went by myself, as long as I made it back before my curfew was over. Every time I was at this arcade, I would always play
Star
with the
Wars when they
Pac-Man
come back
machine.
taking the
I don't know
Pac-Man.
why, it's just I had a knack
Nice.
for Pac-Man, and it was
Those
my
are good
favorite game.
games.
Later that night, I remember seeing these two guys play the game Dance Dance Revolution. I always enjoyed
Oh,
watching
I
others
remember playing
play
that in
it,
the
as it was
arcades.
Quite mesmerizing, to say the least.
I
That's
remember
when
that.
a random guy approached me from out of the blue and asked if I'd be interested in playing air hockey with him. I personally didn't see any harm in it, so I said, sure. He introduces himself as Ben, and I introduce myself as well. We end up playing a few rounds and even chatted for a bit.
I love air hockey. That's my
I eventually noticed it was
favorite.
getting pretty late and realized it was probably close to my curfew. I checked my pockets and noticed my phone was missing. I didn't know if I forgot it at home or something, so I tell Ben that it was time for me to go.
There's something about Ben I don't
He then tells me that
trust.
he needs to use the restroom and politely asks if I could keep an eye on his cell phone, which was charging on the wall along with his belongings. I said sure, and he proceeds
Just
to head to the
thinking if the
restroom.
phone wasn't going
I
to my
decided to call my
computer
cell
then.
phone
Sorry.
using Ben's phone, just in case I accidentally dropped it somewhere in the arcade. I noticed he didn't have a pass lock on it, so it was pretty easy to use. I dial my number and surprisingly hear a cell
not gonna
phone
say
ringing
anything.
inside Ben's backpack. It sounded
I knew
exactly like my
it!
ringtone. My phone must have been in his bag. I decide to open the bag, only to find
I
my phone
knew
inside.
it. Why did he
I
take?
grabbed my phone and quickly
why did
placed the backpack
he take her
back
cell
on the table,
phone?
just in case Ben came back. I felt really uncomfortable
I
knowing
don't
he
get
attempted
that.
to steal my phone, considering the fact that he came off as this really nice guy. I noticed he was still in the
It
restroom,
always
so
is
I
out like
randomly scanned
that.
through Ben's phone.
It always does.
He didn't have any social media apps, which led me to believe he wasn't much of a social
He
guy.
has no life,
I
Dad.
nosily decided to look through Ben's photos while
he doesn't have any
occasionally
social
looking
media
up to see if he
apps.
had come back from the restroom. What I saw in the photos made me want to throw up. It was photos of myself ranging from inside and outside the arcade. The photos range from a couple months ago till now. As I was swiping more and
What?
more, I realized that this guy had been secretly stalking and taking photos of me. One photo that really
Oh!
my spine was a candid style photo of myself playing the Pac-Man machine with Ben standing right behind me. He must have had someone take the photo of us. I quickly delete all the photos of his phone. That's when
Oh,
someone
no,
named
no,
Greg
no, no,
texted
don't do
Ben's
that!
phone saying, Yo, Ben. Is she
That's
still with
dumb,
you?
don't do
I'm outside
that.
with the van.
Ah!
See Ben staring at me with a creepy ass smile. It was a smile that looked so exaggerated I couldn't tell if he was faking it or being for real. I told him that I was just checking the time because I'd forgotten my cell phone.
Oh my gosh.
He then says, "Want to come over to my place?" I honestly couldn't
Ah,
make a scene,
no.
but
No.
I took the high road and said, "Sure,
Don't.
but I need to use the restroom first." He then says,
Why?
"Sure, let me walk you there." Ben walks me to the restroom, and I immediately took the opportunity to call my dad to come pick me
Do
up.
not take pictures.
I can see
Ben,
Ben glimpsing through the door
that'd be
every time
creepy.
someone exited the restroom like a creep. That's what I say to tell two older girls
Oh,
I saw
God,
about my
I'm
situation. They kindly escort me outside, only to find Ben no longer there. I then get a call from my dad
I'm
telling me to
glad
come outside
he
and
did
he's
that.
arrived.
No.
I quickly rush into his car and act like nothing ever happened. To this day, I'm still traumatized from the encounter I had with Ben that night. Lay
I
in
don't
my bed
blame
for some
you.
time, pondering what sick plan he was orchestrating that night. All I know is
I
that
am not even
I
gonna
don't
say
plan on
anything
going
about
back to the
that.
arcade anytime soon.
Well, all praise to you. Ah! Haha! Uh-oh, that's not good. You should not have done that. I can already see the sequel to that short. Let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more. Let's do this one next. Horror Shorts Party. Through Omegle chat room horror story. Narrated by my
This story
favorite
happened to me
guy,
a couple years
Terrace
ago.
Nicholson.
It happened on a Saturday night. I was typing out a school report for my English class and was pretty worn out from the tedious amount of thinking that transpired throughout the paper. I decided to take a break and procrastinate a little bit, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos. I needed to take some
Yeah,
stress
the
off
master
my
school
mind,
bus.
but didn't really have anyone to
Is
vent
this
or
coming
talk
over?
to.
Field trip?
This gave
No
me the
way!
idea to visit a chat room called Omegle. For those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's a chat room where you can literally video
Omegle?
chat with random strangers online
Okay.
through your computer webcam.
I didn't know that. I tried that
Needless to
once.
say,
I'm not doing it
Omegle
again.
definitely helped with my social skills.
I had to
growing
be
up
the
as a
counter
child, so
one
I
time.
was always active.
And that's a true story.
I remember this one particular night. I was having trouble meeting new people.
No, thank
This
you.
left me
No.
a little frustrated, to say the least, but that's the kind of thing to expect when you're on these kind of chat sites. That's when I stumbled upon this one guy. He looked to be around the same age group as myself and seemed like a pretty harmless individual. I decided to say hi.
Well, it always
He didn't
seems
say
that
anything
way.
back.
That's
He
the
just
thing.
typed the word hi in the chat box. I found it kind of weird that he would go through the
If
effort
you have a
of
video,
typing
you can
out
talk
hi as
instead of
opposed to
typing.
just saying hi verbally. He then waved at me
Exactly.
and began typing something else. He introduced himself in the
Okay.
chat box saying, "My name is Daniel. What's your name?" I verbally said, "My name is James. How are you?" He then stares at the camera and doesn't say a word to me, completely dismissing the fact that I just asked him a question. At this point, I was convinced that this
Man,
had to be
that's
some
kinda
sort
rude.
of pre-recorded video and
Stranger.
that someone was just
Oh,
trolling me.
stranger danger.
That's when he began typing in the chat box again, saying, "I'm deaf. Please type in the chat box unless you know sign language."
Oh my
I honestly
god!
felt stupid and immediately
He
typed,
could have said that
"No worries.
first.
My name is James," and gave a quick thumbs up as an act of
He
kind
could have said
gesture.
that first.
He immediately typed back saying,
I didn't
"Nice to
know."
meet you, James," and gave me a thumbs up as well. He then typed something else that left me dumbfounded. He said, "I will use my whiteboard to chat with you going forward because my hands will be occupied." I was
Okay.
confused by what he meant by that, so I typed, "What do you mean by your hands being occupied?" He then starts writing on a whiteboard and raises it up on the screen, which read, "Want to play a game?" I typed,
What is this,
"Sure,
Saw?"
what game you want to play?" What he did next is something I will never forget to this day. He held a revolver up with
Oh
one
boy.
hand and the whiteboard up with the other hand, saying, "Let's play Russian roulette." I was
No!
honestly quite freaked out by this guy and was contemplating
No!
stop option to skip this weirdo.
No!
That's when he wrote another message on the whiteboard saying, "1 of 6." I was confused by what 1 of 6 meant. He then took the revolver, slipped one bullet inside the cylinder, and began spinning it with his other hand.
Oh,
I now knew what he meant by one of
no.
6. It seemed
No,
like
no,
the guy
no,
was
no, no,
about to
no.
demonstrate an act of Russian roulette with one bullet in the cylinder of 6. He then puts the revolver
Why
against his
rumble
head.
that?
I began typing. What are you doing? Please stop this. The guy then
Yeah!
smiles disturbingly
Please!
on the camera and pulls the trigger. Nothing happened. He starts laughing hysterically like a psycho. I was honestly disturbed, but also skeptical that the gun was real, so I typed,
Me
"Is that
too!"
gun real?" He then points the revolver at the wall and begins to repeatedly press the trigger until the shot was fired. I was completely blown away by what I was seeing and typed, "Dude, you could have died!" That's when the guy raised the revolver,
Exactly!
showing the message, 5 of 6. I frantically started typing, "Don't do it," repeatedly in the
Why?
chat box, desperately trying to get his attention.
Exactly!
He then began loading the revolver with
Persuade
5 bullets
him.
while I gestured no
Persuade
by
him.
waving my hands back and forth like a lunatic.
Me too! Me
I
too!
knew the odds of
Please!
success this time were slim to none.
Stop!
He then raises the revolver against his
Stop!
head once again and begins to disturbingly smile, with tears running down his face. He began mumbling the words, "It was nice meeting you, James." I immediately slammed my laptop shut as I hear a gunshot a split second before the laptop was fully closed.
Oh,
I was left
thank...
baffled on my computer desk. I hadn't a clue what to do. I stupidly opened my laptop up with my eyes closed. I pressed my hand against the screen where the video chat was on.
Oh my god! Oh
And through the cracks in my fingers, I can see blood displayed
my
everywhere.
god!
I immediately click the exit button on the Google Chrome tab and call it a night.
Thank you!
To this day, I'm still skeptical about what I saw that night. I haven't reported anything to the police, nor have I reported anything to Omegle.
He sure!
I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision, but I hope I never encounter anyone like that again.
Is that where he is? You! No! Oh my god. I'm sorry. Lord! Well, that's today's video. Lord! Okay, guys. Oh, Lord! These shorts are good. That's why I enjoy them. Okay, guys. If you wanna see some more, let me know by Astro. Blasting that like button and keep chillaxing, relaxing, and don't stop believing. And most of all, I love all of you. And I love you, Whole Shorts Party. I love all of you. And I love your team, Whole Shorts Party. Oh, and no one before we end it, I just want to say I'm spreading my love to the whole entire team of Whole Shorts Party. You guys make amazing cartoons. Keep up the amazing work. I love you guys. And you know what? I'll say this one more time. I love all of you